Xavier being incredibly combative in the mornings, and by combative I mean like he doesn't drink alcohol. Randomly 4 weeks ago, or maybe 5, he started wearing a dress, has breast tissue, noticeable breast tissue. I've been in a monogamous, heterosexual, traditional gender role relationship with Xavier since 2022. Not because I wanted one, but because I guess, I really don't know how to describe it. He told me his brother was the DA, that he was aware of everything that Dylan had done, inmate number Y12173, and all of the ways that I was suffering as a result of that relationship and everything that came with it, and that he was going to protect me and keep me safe, and that the apartment on Stone was a safe house for myself and my children to live in, that it was for me, that no one would ever ask us to leave from there, that it was like my winnings from this settlement, from the rapes and the robberies and the beatings and the bludgeonings and all of this other stuff. So we move in there, and I'm telling him I don't want a relationship. All I want is for, to be with my children. And 4 weeks later, they staged like a whole bunch of other stuff. You guys know the story. Regardless, we have been together since 2022. So since that time, about 3 months after I met him, we decided to be in a relationship together. It could be a trauma bond, but I do believe that many trauma bonds are actual real love. And I don't have any desire to be promiscuous. I never have in my entire life. Have I ever, not once, had a desire to be promiscuous. I've never considered sex to be a casual encounter. Of my own free will and volition, I've never just slept with another man. So the point is, I went to sleep last night in my apartment. Xavier went to sleep last night in my apartment. Since he grew breasts and put on a dress, he's been sleeping in a yoga mat on the floor. It's very hot tonight, and last night and the night before. Usually, with no drama, my apartment and where I live, it's like 60 to 70 degrees all year round. They don't fuck with me. I've already gone so far above this. Like, I'm just so far above this. I am smarter than this. I am stronger than this. I am more beautiful than this. And they just constantly just try to regress me, and I refuse. My body rejects your regression. So now today what they're doing is they're from the deceptive line, which I am not a part of. They stole my sunglasses. I wear the same sunglasses until literally someone steals them, and then I replace them with something else. What they tried to do is they stole my black square sunglasses, the ones I wear every single day. They stole them overnight from somehow. I have no idea how. They were in my apartment with me. They're not there anymore. I go to Target real quick so that I could see if I could just replace them. They were like literally $10. I go to Target to replace them. They fucked up my Jessica Simpson glasses so bad. Like, it's just hater shit. Like, they don't like me to look good, feel good. And then the higher power has to get involved, promises me that I won't be subjected to this ever again, says that this is not going to be an issue anymore. And I believe them, and I settle into that, and because for the most part, they're not lying. But then randomly, something like this happens, and I try to be understanding and forgiving and graceful and, what have you. But they're trying to recreate content or add to content from many years ago by only allowing the sunglasses that I wore during that time to be available at Target. So my black square sunglasses that I wear every single day, gone, missing, and not available for sale anymore at Target. So now I have to go to another Target and try to find them. You don't think this is a big issue? Like, you think this is just a little fashion thing? It's not. None of this is about fashion. I wear those glasses for purposes of functionality. They stole them from me, and it's unacceptable. My things are not their things. What I work for is not what they work for. The harassment that I endure is not of my own free will and volition. The higher power has already gotten involved and entered criminal charges on the people who continue to curate this. Indictments, slander, stalking, harassment against all of these people. 6 years. This has been your same narrative. That's the best you could do is to put a tooth emoji. Yes, I have teeth. Yes, I do. Good job. Like, go away. Go away. I do not harm you. I do not go on your page. I do not slander you. I do not say awful things about you. I have a crown on my front tooth. So that's what you're making fun of me for? Like, go away. I weigh 123 pounds. I'm a size 4. You said I was fat, I was ugly, that I looked like my legs had lymphoma, all sorts of terrible things about me. Now I'm a size 4 again, like I was when you met me, when you thought that it would be the best thing you could ever think of to do to break me down and throw me into the street and steal my money and steal my clothes and separate me from my children. And that was in 2020, I'm sorry. So since that time, I've already rebuilt my life. I've been with Xavier for 5 years. My sunglasses were stolen last night. I don't know who stole them. There's definitely a very nefarious attempt to not only steal from me, but to force me or the circumstances around me environmentally to create a narrative that is just not true, that in most cases is deceptive, and they call it trapping. They say that they're trying to trap people. There's some weird, creepy black guy who comes to my building this morning. He does not live there. I've never seen the guy before in real life, but I've seen him in my social. They've been passing him through my social feed. He's standing in the little lobby. There's urine all over at the entryway. I have to walk through it to get in there, and then he makes his eyes look like they're popping out of his head at me. I don't know these people. I've never seen them around before. I would like my living situation to be what it is. Calm, stress-free. I don't exist in the environments of predatory individuals, no matter what color they are, no matter what age they are, no matter what race they are. My children and I have never had the moral and ethical boundaries that these people continue to repeatedly prove they have. We need to be separated from this demographic. As I've said about 100,000 times, you don't put your bunny or your cat or your dog into, a cage with an elephant or a tiger or a dragon. Why? Because tigers and lions eat lambs and small animals. They eat them. So when you have human beings from any demographic, environment, background, socioeconomic class, if they are predatory individuals, you get them the fuck away from the non-predatory individuals, and you allow the non-predatory individuals to live happily and peacefully at no one's expense. And everyone else can, and my team already resolved this long time ago. They're changing my face. If you look onto my Instagram and look at the facial features that they use and filters that they used on my face during my visits with Weston, repeatedly, they have either face tuned or changed the physical appearance of my face on a day-to-day basis. Go and look. There's a photo of me wearing a gray hat with a blue eye on it at a visit with Weston. They gave me this face that day. I don't exist here. I do not exist here. I exist in non-predatory environments only. That's it. I have no desire to live amongst this demographic. These individuals are gross, heinous, rude, awful, unlawful, unethical. The things that they do are awful. They work in a coordinated effort to make people cry and feel sad about themselves. I cannot be a part of that. Cannot.